Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to go up top again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one is incomplete.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. You can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game.
He finds Wilson, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll try again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the
and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. this one is down he goes.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run?
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brian Burns.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, Stafford. This is caught. It's Hardy.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive.
They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that...
He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. And he completes it to Wilson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
To the air again, Stafford. They'll find Everett there, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, that's complete, right around the 8.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. They'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break, Stanford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we reach halftime here, and it's
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Rolling to his right. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Caught by Wilson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jamison Williams
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He is going to find Hill here.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a give. Running left is Wilson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
On defense there. That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Algier going straight ahead.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will close the gap down to 14.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. In motion comes the tight end left.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Flush to his right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A 10-play drive that time. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Stafford. That's complete to the... And oh, he coughed it up. And the Panthers have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now back to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Back to throw here. Touchdown, Panthers.
Garrett Wilson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, Stafford here. He goes once again right back to Hardy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Stafford. A little short pass. This is Everett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out route to Hill, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, it's Stafford. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, a pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity.